Today, from Sacramento, California, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Sacramento Condors taking on the Portland Lumberjacks.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Portland Lumberjacks and the Sacramento Condors. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays,
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
his game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Back to throw. Cobb. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Over the middle, complete. That's Carr. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
So they bring out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. But he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On 1st and 10, Cobb. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 93 yards.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number 1 in everything they do, but he's number 2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
Off the play fake, Cobb. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now back to throw. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. They find some open field here.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Throwing on 1st down. Cobb looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shaw. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Cobb. Over the middle, it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On 1st down, Cobb. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
We're scoreless after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. operating from the gun. Cobb. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Lumberjacks post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Now, these two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And, Charles, it's not very often an elite back becomes available. They jumped on him. I think they were smart to do so.
I agree, and we hear so often about how the running back position is devalued. But when you have a chance to get one of the truly best, top of his game, you go out and get him.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Off play action. Cobb. Got his open man. It's Carr. And down he'll go at the 25. On 1st down, it's Carr. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run the counter. It's Carr, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Cobb. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Operating from the gun. Cobb. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Back to throw. Cobb.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Cobb. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Up the middle they go. Carr. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Cobb. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Partner, give that coordinator a raise because he's been pedal to the metal all game, sending rushers from all angles at the quarterback. And there, within range of a safety, he really made the right call, and it got him to the ground and picked up 2 points.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Fielded at about the 28.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was the visiting Rams who come in and get the victory on the road. The Rams still very much in the playoff picture here at the halfway point as they up their record to 5-3 with the win. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Cobb. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Throwing on 1st down. Cobb. He's going to float this one deep right side. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And they rattle off a big one. 54 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Back to throw. Cobb. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carr. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Cobb. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Lumberjacks have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, He recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They'll be looking for the tying score here, down 15-8 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll decide to keep this once more. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 54 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is out of bounds here. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Condors are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Portland's offense now about set to take over. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
On 1st down, Cobb. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Cobb. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a 1st down here. Looking to throw. Cobb. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
To throw on 2nd down. Cobb.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
On 3rd down, it's Carr. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield.
And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Cobb. He finds his man, complete. It's Leonard. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off play action. Cobb. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Cobb, throw left side, complete. That's Carr. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 3rd down, Cobb. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance of the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
He's going to keep this again. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Cobb. Going to throw right side here. Complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Portland's offense now about set to take over. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
2nd down. Here's an option right. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down. Back to throw. Cobb. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Carr. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On 2nd down, it's Carr. And not much running room. Down to the 32. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
On second down now, it's Carr. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So 2 disastrous running plays, and now they face a third and very long. They'll keep it on the ground. Carr. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by a field goal, 1:40 remaining. Now they need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Maybe an important fourth quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for Portland,
they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule.
And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Sacramento, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.